What's poppin', y'all? It seems like Young Miami, now after this whole Diddy thing's been going on, she was trying to hold him down, but after this past video, she hit that unfollow. So it's not looking too. I mean, one of the saddest things was seeing the Meek and Diddy breakup, at least on Instagram. I can imagine Meek is probably sending him texts like, "Yo, this is just for work purposes. We still locked in." I don't know what all that means, but like I said, Meek definitely not doing anything unsavory. I would not put that on Meek Mill. While I do think he is challenged in certain regards, I definitely don't think he's doing anything rainbowy. I'll say that much. But one of the popular things that Young Miami became known for was getting urinated on. And this was on the show that Diddy gave her on Revolt, where she was having this conversation. It went viral a bunch of times. She got made fun of for it. It came up in the spat that she had with academics. And then today, someone came out and quoted a tweet that she said and said, "When I found out you loved getting peed on." And then she said, "I was playing. A never ever peed on me. I did that to promote my card game." Sticking out tongue with a money sign replacing it, emoji and green. And it did exactly what it needed to do. Young Miami, come on now. This is the problem. This is a thing that dumb people tend to do. Dumb people are so stupid that they think they can pull one over on you when they don't get if someone's smarter than you. It's kind of like when you're a kid and you think you're getting one over on teachers. Now, sometimes you probably are. But for the most part, if you're an adult, you know what kids are on. You were a kid. You know what the kid's talking about. But the kid thinks like, nah, the teacher has no idea. It's just because they're not as developed as the teacher. Same thing when it comes to having any type of a brain. Because if this was the case, number one, nobody even thought about her card game when that thing came up. Number two, if something is false, she would have corrected it a long time ago. So if that wasn't the case and that's not how she wanted to be known, she would have said on social media within the next 1 to 2 days when this thing was going massively viral, "Oh, nah, that's not actually real. I was just saying that just because, it's funny." Or I was misinterpreted, which it didn't sound like she was misinterpreted. There was no way that it could have been misinterpreted because she said it verbatim. Or when it came up weeks later or a month later with her beef with academics, she could have said it then. But she's saying it now after Diddy gets raided by the federal government, not only after the Cassie accusations, which she was holding him down through, but after the videotape comes out of him just tossing her around like one of those dummies that they use for the car crash tests. And after she unfollows him, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? And then trying to say it was because of the card game. It's disrespectful. I take it as disrespect when somebody tries to do this. Not only are you lying to me, but you're telling me I'm an idiot. That's not cool. That's not cool, Young Miami. However, I will say something that will promote Young Miami's card game. If she hops on some show, they do this on streams a lot. Hey, Aiden Ross can get her. That's big views right there. Get Young Miami on a polygraph test stream and then ask her this. Say, "Hey, have you ever been urinated on?" There. And then she can promote her card game. They can play the card game or whatever. That would do crazy numbers. And then we can get down to the truth. And she can promote her card game. Everyone wins here. But obviously, she's most likely not going to do that because it will come out that she most definitely got urinated on. Nobody's going to allow rumors that they feel disgusted by to fly. I mean, you guys remember when the whole gay rumors came out about Meek Mill? This guy was on social media on a rampage. Of course, it didn't look good. And all Meek had to do was say, that stuff isn't real. I've never done anything like gay. They would have still replied with those videos. But in 2 tweets, he could have just given his point and left. But regardless of how poorly Meek Mill handled it, he still made sure to let everyone know, I'm not with that. The means of which he did weren't great, where he's like, if I got a girl, I got to at least hit like 14 times a day. That's just me. Like, he was trying to let everyone know, like, no, I'm not just not gay and I'm actually straight. I really do this straight thing to the highest level, whatever that means. So you could see that Meek felt disturbed that his reputation would be handled like this, and he immediately got onto it. He started talking about the lawsuit is AI, all this other stuff. But that's an example of someone that even if, I'm not even going to address the possibility that Meek was doing some bandit stuff. I'm not going to address it. Hey, if it comes out that I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But we're not even going to take that into consideration. Meek Mill is straight. So when this comes out and it harms him, he's going to say, hell no. Same thing if it comes out that he's a snitch. You bet, yo, I'm not no snitch. He's not going to say, nah, actually, 6 months later, yo, that whole snitch thing, I just let that ride because I had an album dropping at the same time. Nobody's doing that. So either it doesn't bother Yung Miami that this was being said about her, which I don't think was the case, because someone that doesn't allow this to happen to them or is really disgusted by it wouldn't allow the rumor to spread, so they'd be bothered by it. Or it was real and she didn't recognize how people were going to react to it and that it was going to alter their perception of her. Now, what Yung Miami was talking about, I really don't think that's uncommon. You'd be surprised. However, it is one of those tools that can be used against you, especially on social media. And she recognized that, and now she's trying to rectify it. But it's a little too late for that. And one of the interesting things we're going to have to deal with, or just observe that I'm paying attention to, is where Yung Miami goes from here. Because she became this podcaster that I think she won 1 or 2 BET Awards for a hip-hop platform. I usually don't do this, but I'm going to look this up, actually. I usually just be yapping, and then if I get it off top of the dome or not, it is what it is. Damn, I can't find it. Yeah, she won the BET Award in 2023 for Carisha Please. It was hip-hop platform. I don't know if she won it 2 years, because that's what I was looking up. I know she won it in 2023, but I don't know if she won it in 2022 as well. She may have. Okay. Yeah, it says Carisha Please also took home the same award during last year's ceremony, tying with fellow Revolt podcast Drink Champs. So she won 2022 and 2023. The only reason she had a podcast on Revolt was because she was with Diddy. Her music career pretty much stalled out, City Girls as well. Now she doesn't have that podcast anymore. Revolt's, Diddy's completely out of it. She's leaving Diddy or can't stand by him, and he doesn't got that pull that he once had. And her rap career is up in the air. Like, for example, JT, she dropped a song, it charted on the Hot 100. It's at like 10.5 million streams. She's doing her thing. She's got about 5 million monthly listeners. If we were to take a look at Yung Miami, oh my God. She dropped a song, Can't F With Me. I think it was even, she had some bars taking shots at academics too. So you would think, okay, maybe this would do some numbers. Abysmal. It's got like 815,000 streams. And this dropped April 10th, 2024. So this was a month and a half ago. I'm not going to do the whole, this was 2 full months ago. This was a month and a half ago, and you can't even touch 1 million streams. And she's got 250,000 monthly listeners. So what is Yung Miami now? She's definitely can do all these club appearances, but how does that differentiate her from some popular, I don't know, like OnlyFans chick? Or do they do those club appearances thing? That was kind of the hustle. It used to be the hustle that these IG models would do before this OF was really a thing. So she could do these clubs. She could go off the songs of City Girls. But Yung Miami will always be compared to JT because they were part of the same group. So is she going to keep trying music? What is she going to try to do after this? Like, Diddy kind of carried her for 2 years, gave her these awards. That's how much pull Diddy had. He gave her, she was able to get a BET Award for hip-hop platform over Drink Champs and a couple of other platforms too. Quite mind-boggling, which makes the urinating comments seem even more plausible. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. She was just pulling our leg, right? Or did this really happen? Also, let me know what you think about my idea on the polygraph thing. She could even run the show herself. She could run the polygraph test herself. Even if it comes up wrong, it's good promotion for her card game either way. But let me know. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.